Hi, welcome to Wassell Woodworking. On today's episode, we're going to be making this paint caddy. Slides right in, it's just a big old drawer, and a lot of places store up to 63 cans of paint. So join me in seeing how this is done.
The first part of this project is to take the 4x4 sheet of plywood, it's 3/4 of an inch thick, and start cutting it in pieces. So I'm cutting it to the width of the height of the cabinet. And here I am now going to start cutting it for the middle section and the front and the back. Next, I cut each of the shelves and get them cut to length. And then after that, I cut the front of the drawers, sort of the rims to keep the paint cans from falling off. There's 3 of those plus 1 for the drawer slide. So now that all the pieces have been cut, I start cutting the grooves and the dados in the wood. So I start with the front and the back by cutting in a full length section so that it'll attach to the middle piece. And once this is done, I repeat it for the back. And then I start to work on the fronts and the backs, cutting the grooves in the bottom. So this is on the front. I'll actually end up cutting this on the back, as well as the sort of the side piece that runs from the front and the back of the cabinet. Then I'll repeat that for the bottom of the second drawer as well, for the front, back, and the side. And then I'll do it again for the third shelf, for the front, the back, and then the side. And then lastly, I'll take each of the shelves and cut a groove in it for the fronts of the shelves. So the next step is to assemble everything, and if all the grooves and the dado is cut, I fill them with glue and start putting the pieces together using my brad nailer to hold things together. Once the glue dries, there's really no need for the brads, but something has to hold it together while I'm assembling it. So you can see me putting the back as well as the side and a couple of the drawers on, the second and the third one, and then I'll work on getting that front in place. Of course, these overlap just a little on the side to allow for a 1/2 inch for those full drawer extensions. And then I'm going to worry about putting the bottom on and get it in place and tap it into place, and then nail it with the brad nailer.
Alright, so I've put the fronts of the drawers on, and now I'm putting the piece up here that's actually going to hold the full extension. It's going to go on like that. I will make sure this and the other one are parallel. So what I've done is I've cut some spacers a little over 8 inches long, 8 1/16, and I will have those in there and then glue it up to that, so that way I know that both of the tracks are parallel to each other. So I got one on this end as well. And so now it's just a matter of going in and gluing this.
While this is gluing up, why don't you hit the subscribe button below? Just go ahead and do it.
Then later I'll put 2 screws next to that. Now we'll let that dry. In the meantime, I can show you how this is going to work. So I got places for spray paint, and the back side back here I may actually end up putting a strip of wood in here so that the pieces in the back are higher up, so when you look in you can see what's across the back. Then there'll be some across here as well, but when I pull it out you'll be able to see them from the top and pull out whatever color you want. 21 on each row for a total of 63 cans of spray paint. So that should work out pretty well. And these runners can hold 100 pounds. So I don't know what this probably is right now. It's probably 20, we'll definitely weigh more once we put everything else in. So this is the space I'm going to try to put it in. It's where I've been keeping a lot of my air tools, so I'll have to find a better spot for those. So for the time being, this will be it. Just slide in here. I just got to figure out how to hang some of the runners on it. Alright, so I gotten it done. Slides in, slides out. So now it's time to put things in. And one of the other things I do, on most of these, if you look on the bottoms of these, I have the year and a date that I actually bought it, so I can tell when they get too old. Anyway, it all goes in, goes away, so it's easy to get to. And I'll show you the top view of this. So you can see I have easy access to all of the paints right there. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode of Wassell Woodworking, seeing how to paint this paint caddy. At least that's what I'm calling it, and it's a great project, and it frees up some space, but more importantly lets me get to paint colors quickly. Makes it a little more efficient in the workshop. So anyway, with that I'll say goodbye. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Comments below, and please subscribe today. See you later on Wassell Woodworking. Thanks for watching.